This time on Critter Companions.
Hi, we're here at Last Chance Ranch talking about some of the smaller animals. Now come inside and meet your friends right here on Critter Companions.
It's Critter Companions. Come meet your friends on Critter Companions.
Hey guys, do you know what the second largest bird in the world is? Stay tuned to find out.
Hey guys, welcome today back to Critter Companions. We're down here at Last Chance Ranch and we have Rachel with us today.
Hello.
Rachel, who do we have here today?
This is Franny. She's a permanent resident at Last Chance Ranch. If you want to hold her. Go
Yes,
right ahead.
ma'am.
So she's our ferret. She's about five years old. Has been adopted and returned 4 times now. But she likes to stay in our office. She loves to run around up there. She's just not good with other ferrets.
Gotcha, she seems pretty friendly.
Very friendly.
So what are some of the things to look at when adopting a ferret as your pet?
So one, if you have other animals, you want to make sure she's okay with that. And other ferrets, as we see now with Franny, that she doesn't like any others. She likes to be her own. She likes to wander on her own. One of the things we always do when adopting, we always want to make sure our animals are spayed or neutered. It is actually a requirement when adopting from us that any animals you have, so any animal that you have, ferret, dog, cat, spayed or neutered, so you want to make sure that. And then just also make sure you understand their diet, that they're carnivores, can't have fruits and veggies, so strict diet with them, make sure you'll be able to keep up with that.
So now if we adopt a ferret, what kind of stuff should we feed it since they're carnivores?
They do have ferret food,
Okay.
and that's what Franny eats. She strictly just eats the ferret food.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So is there any other things to take into consideration? I know ferrets like to steal stuff. So.
Yeah, you want to make sure any stuff that they might steal isn't really lying around. They will get away and kind of hide in things too. I know we've had some ferrets here that the couches we have in our meet and greet rooms, they'll jump into those and roam around in there and then come out a few seconds later. So you'll want to be able to keep an eye on them. Franny stays in a cage, so when we get ferrets in, they stay in a cage and then we let them out for a little bit to run around, but we kind of keep it in an enclosed area so that we have an eye on where they are and we don't lose them.
Gotcha.
So that's probably a good thing too. When getting ready to adopt a ferret, you want to make sure you have a space that they can run around, that you're not going to lose them in.
So if we wanted to adopt a small little critter like Franny here from Last Chance Ranch, how would we go about contacting you guys and seeing, what you guys have?
Sure. First thing we want to do is you want to go to our website, lastchanceranch.org. You would go under the Adopt tab, and we have listed there horses, dogs, cats, small animals, everything we have here that's up for adoption. Once you go into that tab, the first thing you need to do is fill out an application. Once your application is approved, you will get a call to let you know, and then from there you can schedule an appointment to come see our animals.
Okay, and what's that website again?
lastchanceranch.org.
Excellent. All right, well, thank you very much, Rachel, for taking the time to show us Fanny here and tell us a little bit more about how to adopt these cute little pets like these guys.
You're welcome.
So you guys stay tuned for more Critter Companions. We'll see you soon.
It's Critter Companions. Coming up next on Critter Companions.
Hi, we're here at Ark Wildlife Center talking about baby rabbits and what you do if you find one in distress. Leah, now if I found a baby rabbit in my yard, what do I do?
Well, typically if you find a baby rabbit in your yard, you're going to find it right in the nest because the mom makes her nest right in the middle of your yard, just smack dab in the sun. But sometimes when you come across the nest, you'll find that the babies are not being cared for anymore because things happen to the mother. She never abandons them, so you can always put one back. But sometimes, and we're not going to touch them because baby rabbits are very fragile, but we're going to show you, these are tiny little rabbits that would need care. These all came in because something happened to their mother. And the people called the ARC, and we were able to tell them how to determine if the mom was coming back or not. She was not coming back, so they had to come to the ARC for care.
Now, how does one determine if the mom's going to come back or not? Do they have to call you? What do they do?
Typically, if you find a baby rabbit in a nest or a bunch of baby rabbits in a nest, you should wait until the next day. And then the next day, you pick up one of the babies, wearing gloves, of course. You pick up one of the babies and turn it over. If it's nice and round and fat and healthy looking, put it back. The mom took care of it. She only comes in at night to feed the babies, so it's not necessary for her to stay with them all the time.
Now, I heard they sometimes have the nest right in the middle of your yard and you don't even know they're there. Like, what kind of precautions do you take if you're going to go mow the grass and you see something a little bit off in your grass there?
Always, if you see something off in your grass, you should always take a look. You never know what wild animal could be in your yard. But typically, rabbits will get really low in the nest and you'll never even know that they were there until something happens and they come out of the nest.
You said they're very fragile at this age, so if I found these and I wanted to help them out, we figured out that the mom's not coming back. What do I do if I can't handle them?
Well, you're gonna put on a pair of gloves and then you're gonna place them into a small container just like this with a soft cloth, and you're gonna cover them up and make them dark and quiet, and then you're gonna get them right to the ARC so that we can take care of them and put them in an incubator. And hands off, nobody gets to touch the baby rabbits.
Now, these wild rabbits, how are they different than domestic rabbits? Can you have these as pets?
No, first of all, it's illegal. Second of all, these rabbits, wild rabbits, are very fragile. Their nervous systems tend to self-destruct. And the baby rabbit can be fine 1 minute and absolutely dead the next minute. So you want to make sure that they're not overhandled, they're not kissed or cuddled. They are a prey species, which means they are always in danger of being eaten by something, which is very scary. So their natural defense is kind of just to cut out early. Sometimes when you're out in the yard, you can find baby rabbits that are a little bit bigger. Their eyes are open and they're hopping around. These are just about ready to be on their own. And once they stop nursing, we put them in these containers and let them eat on their own. And then as soon as they get another week older, we'll let them go. Really, a baby rabbit that's ready to be on its own can fit in the palm of your hand.
Oh, wow. Okay, say you found these baby rabbits, but you can't get to the ARC right away. What do you do if you need to keep them for a few hours or overnight?
Well, the answer to that question is absolutely nothing. We want to make sure that they are in a dark, quiet place that's away from a draft, but not necessarily too hot, and leave them alone. Don't touch them, don't try to feed them, don't do anything, because the wrong food will kill them, and too much handling or stress will also kill them. So you want to make sure that they are perfectly safe and quiet.
Thanks, Leah, so much for showing us a little bit about these baby rabbits. You guys at home, if you find baby rabbits, you know who to call, ARC Wildlife Center. Now, for Critter Companions, I'm Nate Hall.
So Jackie, what is the second largest bird in the world?
The second largest bird in the world is the emu, and this right here is Elmo, who is Last Chance Ranch's resident emu. He's been with us for about 7 years now. He came as a stray out of Philadelphia.
Well, thank you, Jackie.
This concludes our broadcasting day. We thank you for enjoying this PVR Productions video.